everyone. Welcome to another episode of Inspiring Voices. Today, we are honored to host Dr. Kiran Vemuri today. She is a Director of Health Informatics at IQVIA Middle East and Africa with a strong academic background as a trained medical practitioner specializing in medicinal chemistry. And she has an extensive experience in digital health frameworks and pharmaceutical analytics. Beyond her executive career, Dr. Kiran champions women's empowerment by challenging age related stereotypes, advocating that women can conquer any obstacle through mental resilience and breaking traditional boundaries. She demonstrated that mental fortitude can overcome significant physical challenges when she shattered stereotypes by scaling Europe's highest peak, Mount Elbrus, with a height of more than 5,600 meters. And despite sustaining a severe leg injury just 10 days prior, she made it. Thank you, Dr. Kiran, for sparing time to talk to our audience and inspiring young girls like me. So, you are clearly a risk taker, as seen from your passion for mountaineering and career choices. Could you please share with us how your growing up journey helped shape your personality in this regard?
Thank you, Amni, for the nice introduction, and thank you for taking this initiative. And I hope this will inspire you and many young girls who want to pursue their dreams and try to be as strong as what I think I am. So, to answer to your question, basically, I'm from a very small village in Maharashtra called Udgir, and I belong to a very conservative family. So I mean, where the girls, both the situations did not support those days. I'm talking about 80s to study. For them, the normal norm is you become 18, 20, marry off to a nice family, do a basic education, marry off, have kids, and live a normal home life, homemaker. I'm not saying it is bad, but this was the norm. And my both sisters, we have a big age gap, and both were married off at the age of 18, 20, 18 and 20. So that really started in with me. That was one first step where I started thinking, no, I don't think this is something which I would like to do. And that was the first rebel or first resistance which came outside me. And the second factor which helped me to do what I am doing is I grew up between four boys. I have three elder brothers and one younger brother. So we have a big family. We are a family of seven. And when we were growing up, as again conservative family in those 80s, it was expected for a girl child to do the household work and everything. But a boys are not supposed to do. So that was another factor which really made me so much rebel. I used to be having lots of confrontations with my mother. I used to question her those days. Very small age, I used to question why I'm asking you. I'm only asked to do this. Why they are not doing it? So that I think created that was one of the two three factors which helped me to shape up what I am today. And since I think year six, I was in year six. I remember I was cleaning some kitchen work I was doing because that was I was asked to do that. And I was telling my mom, I said, today I'm doing it, but please remember this. I will become a doctor, and one day I will employ 4 5 people to work under me, and then I will ensure that I empower myself, and I will spread this kind of thing for all the girls who want to study or who want to do something bigger in their life. This is what I had told my mom. Still remember, she says, Kiran, year six, you told me this, and you really. And then I worked really hard, studied, and finally got admission into a government medical college, Nagpur, one of the prestigious colleges in India. So far, also, it's one of the oldest institute, actual. And that's how I landed in medicine. So basically, not to do the household work and the rebel character, why I'm treated like this, that really shaped my career since childhood, actual.
Yeah, I think it's really inspirational to break against all of like the challenges and expectations set against you and to just be who you want to be and to make true to a promise you made when you were so young. Especially at a time where something like patriarchy was so prevalent. Even today, it is definitely a issue of some fields being more male dominated than others. And I think it definitely would help where there are examples of young girls knowing that they will beat those standards and then years and years later they do beat it.
Yes. It needs hard work though, but again, if you want to do, no one can stop it. No one.
100%. Yeah. So you talk about the societal limitations that women have to face when they set out to weave a path for themselves. So other than what you shared about like your own experience with doing work at home, do you have any other like personal examples that you could share with us, and how did you overcome those limitations?
Yes, actually, this was one of the thing when I was growing up. So I used to do the work, and my brothers used to just sit and watch me doing it. That one thing really put me off always. And the second one, which I can recollect, is in the medical college. Basically, there was one NCC camp when we were in first year. So mostly all the boys are supposed to go to the NCC camp. Those days, again, I'm talking. I got admission in 1989, and being a doctor, I got admission in medical college. So I'm supposed to study and study. So for me, I'm not supposed to think of anything else as a girl as well. That was the norm. And when the NCC camp was announced, all the boys who wanted to go, they just registered. And I think I was one of the very few girls who just took a decision without telling anyone. I just packed my stuff and I was off from the hostel. My roommates were so surprised and they're like, what's wrong with her? She has gone to NCC camp. There is no place to stay proper. They're going to stay in tent. And I was quite young. I mean, I was just 19-year-old. And I just took a decision that I want to do it. And I just went, completed the camp and came back safe. And till now, my friends, they remember, Kiran, we always thought that you are mad and how you are doing it. Now, when we look at you, we think that that bug in you is there since that time, that if I want to do something, I will do. If no one can stop. So it's a pure, these are the two, three. I mean, I feel the girls are not supposed to go to NCC camp. That was one of the norm in the medical college those days. That also I broke it. Then another thing as a girl limitation is intercaste marriage. I'm from a Hindu conservative Rajasthani family, and I fell in love with my childhood friend who is a Brahmin, again Hindu, from Hyderabad. But we face lots of challenges from home, lots of what do you call, fights and discussions and arguments. And I did not give up. I kept convincing my parents till 7 years. Ultimately, they had to come and give me blessing for the wedding. So as a girl, these are the things which I felt that I suffered. If it was a boy, I think things would have been little bit easier. But again, if even if you're a girl and you're facing any kind of challenges, I would say just first take a step back, think what you want. Do you really want this? If yes, then you will find automatically options in front of you. And then you will choose the right path. If you're true to yourself, you're a hard worker, you're putting your 100%, nothing can stop you. But definitely, these are some of the examples which I faced the kind of discrimination, I would say, as a girl.
No, yeah, those are like understandable. Those are, but it's good to know that despite that, you did do what you wanted to do. And I think like it's really important to have that kind of determination. Like if you really, really want it, that you will do it. And I think that's the kind of motivation that a lot of other people should have, regardless of if you're a girl or a boy. And I think it's great that you showed that determination not only in your own professional and career life, but with your personal life outside of it too.
Absolutely. And in fact, Avni, there was one instance where financially we are not very strong. In those days, it is like we are from a very lower middle class family, me and my husband also. So when I was going around with him, lots of fights in the house, and family was already not happy with me for going to medical college. Firstly, I'm studying, that itself was a rebel. Secondly, then when they come to know that I like someone, and then that was another shock for them. So it was very difficult for them to even take everything grasp. So my mom, and then she saw us struggling financially also, because we are young, we don't have any support, financial support, and we have to do everything on our own. So when she saw us struggling, I used to do double jobs, double shifts, morning shifts, and the night shift I used to do, sleep only for the afternoon 3 4 hours and all that. We have done all these, and everyone does. Because when you struggle, you definitely have to go through all this. So my mom innocently asked me once, she said, Kiran, why you're struggling so much? If you had to really marry someone intercaste, you should have at least chosen someone who is rich. This is what she, and I'm like, really? I should fall in love thinking, seeing the person who is rich or not. So it was like, really, she saw me struggling. She saw that how much efforts I'm putting. But now when she looks at me, she says, Kiran, I have seen one thing in you. You never give up in any situation, any situation. So that's it. I mean,
I think that struggle is what makes the final outcome even more worth it because without any struggle or effort, there's no real like feeling of accomplishment or joy to it.
yes, yes. But I, when I look back, I feel really proud, and I'm very happy to talk to you, Avni. And there are lots of
Thank
even
you.
my kids. Really, it's nice. And I'm very happy that if I can change even one person's thought, even one person, if someone wants to, like you, for example, want to do some kind of trekking, but something is stopping you. And if someone listens to my this podcast and feel motivated and they try to do it, I think I have achieved.
I agree. Yeah. So you had like an interesting professional journey from like being a medical practitioner to setting up an insurance business. And now you work with a technology platform for data management. So, I mean, as you can tell, each of these are extremely different. So, what was your thought behind each of the moves?
Yeah. So, Avni, it's very interesting, actual. So, I'll take some time to even explain to you how we went through these three different stages or phases of my life. So when medicine, as you heard me, this is purely my inside rebel thing which brought me to medicine. So for those days in 80s, if girl wants to study, either they were children, either they become engineer or doctor. Not like you guys, you have so many options open, right? For us those days, it was only if you want to do higher studies, either you become a doctor or you become engineer. And for girls, it was always doctor. So that's how I landed and I became doctor. Then after becoming a doctor, I was practicing in Mumbai, and my husband, as I mentioned, we fell in love and we got married. We were struggling in Mumbai together. Then he got some opportunity in Dubai, and he decided to pursue his career in Dubai. Uh, and then I followed him without even thinking. This was blindly, I followed love. Blindly. I just said, let me just go with him. I'll figure it out. Definitely there will be something. I never knew that after coming to Dubai, the reality will be shocking. So when I came here, I had like 4 years of experience after MBBS because I had my own practice in Mumbai, which I left. My family was not very happy with it also. But then I followed and I came to Dubai. And then here I realized that you need to have at least 7 years of experience to even apply for a doctor job, or you need to have a post graduation. Unfortunately, I did not do post graduation, nor I have a 7 years of experience. Then now I'm in a turmoil now. What I should do? I sold my practice there. I mean, I left the practice. I came to Dubai. Now there is no way to go back, and it is not in me to go back. Never. If I take a thought, once I think that I need to do, I will always think of some options which will be open. So, as I mentioned, think that I want this, you will find options in front of you. Close your eyes, you will find. And something which is suitable for you, you can always, you'll opt for it. So then I started looking at things in Dubai. I said, what I am supposed to do if I can't practice? So that's how the insurance clicked. I came to know that doctors can work in medical insurance, which helps in managing, processing the claims, and looking at the medical documents or the medical approvals or the medical records. And if I recollect, 25 years ago now, I must be one of the 4 or 5 doctors in insurance field in Dubai. So that time also, that was a really new field. People did not know what it is. I just explored, liked it, and then before I got into it, I started studying for insurance. So got the basic knowledge about insurance. Got certified from an insurance course, and because now I have to work in companies, and we never get exposed before for the computers, like in those days, in my time, we never had computers, laptops, or anything. So all the physical books in medical school, now the things have changed. I'm talking this around 20 and 30 years ago. So in Dubai, then I did a computer course as well. just to understand the Microsoft Word and Excel and PowerPoint. So that's the basic. I started what age? 26, 26, 27. I think this is what I learned. And then I got a job into medical insurance. And that's how then I learned during the work how the insurance and how I can enhance, which areas I can learn more. Then I did some courses on the claims management as well, medical claims management, evacuations, work with the international insurance companies. So that's how I actually shaped my career accordingly. And from there, then I realized, because now the market is growing and you have more knowledge and you are more mature, then I realized that there is a big potential in the technology companies which provide solutions to the hospitals. So IQVIA, we provide like hospital information system to many hospitals across Saudi Arabia and UAE and Qatar. And then we have clients in India, Asia, then we have in Europe, Spain, everywhere. So this is one area which I felt that this could help me. So then again, I got into the same mode of thinking what I should do to get into this, because definitely the knowledge is not sufficient. You need to learn. So as long as you are willing to do, yes, once you think that you need to do something, automatically the path will be seen. So yeah, I saw that yes, this is a good option I can see as a career enhancement. And then I got into it, and then I became a certified coder, medical coder. That also I studied. I got myself certification, and then started working with IQVIA. Now almost 7 years with IQVIA, grew with them, and now I'm leading the delivery excellence for the medical solutions. So lots of new things. Actually, this is how I landed from doctor to the insurance to the technology. Recently, now in my work, there was some. You have heard about our political the war issues, right here. So our team base is based in Bangalore, many of them. So they are supposed to travel to Dubai for one of the client site for the training for one of the medical clinical solutions. And unfortunately, their visas got rejected. So for me, they just put me, my boss, she said, put Dr. Kiran, she will plug and play. Just give her one day and she'll be there. So I just, in one day, I had to understand what is it. I have to understand the client, and I have to go to the client side and try to give the trainings as well. And to do the training also, I learned these smart sheets. I'm sure you know about smart sheets. We never heard about smart sheets. We worked on Excels throughout. So working on the smart sheets, creating those forms, and for me, everything was new. But we created, and this training went absolutely brilliant. So the message here is transitioning from anything to anything, as long as you are willing to do, as long as you are willing to put your 100% in the work, and you believe in yourself, and you are ready to learn. Because sometimes believing in yourself is not sufficient if you are not willing to change or learn. That also will not. So all these factors, if they're combined together, you'll see automatically the options for you, and you will follow it. And I think that's how this transition happened for me.
It's really interesting to see how such different sounding paths all connect to each other in like one way or another. And it all comes from the same ideology and belief that you have that you should never give up on what you truly believe in.
Yes, yes, and don't even leave your passion. So while working, I was always used to. I always think, that everything happens for the best. So unless I moved into this career path, the another passion which I have for travel and do the trekkings and all that, I don't think I would have been able to do it if I was in India practicing doctor, because doctors will not get these many leaves, and you can't just close your clinic and go, right? Because practicing doctors, of course, you can't travel that much. So here in the because of this, I could travel. So I can tell you, like as of now, I must have traveled around 43 countries so far. So traveling also, we are doing it since the time we landed in Dubai. Our kids were very small. We used to just wrap them and take them with their smoothie, the food and all that. I never thought that it's an inconvenience. I said no, I'm traveling for me, my husband, not for them. Because they are with me, yes, I'll take them. But I'm not going to wait for them to grow old and then think of traveling. No. So we did
Yeah,
not leave that. That also we did not leave. So almost 43 countries I have visited so far, Avni.
that's a lot.
Yes, and thanks to Dubai, because we have good connectivity. and very good
Yeah,
visas that we get visas very quickly, and that's the reason I think we could travel. So I would always thank for any situation God puts you in. I think there is always a good thing which will come out as long as you believe in yourself and you trust and you put your 100%.
I agree completely. Yeah.
For young girls, I would like to tell something here. If you think that today, like, you want to go to economics, maybe you don't get admission in one of the colleges which you want to do. For example, I'm just hypothetically creating this. Don't feel upset. Maybe there is something better for you. Just try to make the best out of the current situation and try to dream better for future. Don't spoil your present thinking, oh my god, I did not get in that college, so now I can't study here, for example. Don't do. My son
Yeah.
used to always, elder one, he's just 3 years elder to you, I guess. He's 21 now. So he used to always say before, Mama, if I have to go, I have to go and stay only in Burj Al Arab. I will not go. I said, Shrikar, this concept is wrong. You can't do this. Enjoy if you are getting a stay today in 2 star and dream of 5 star. So you
Yeah.
don't lose cousins. Present you enjoy and you are aspiring for big. So you definitely reach to that level, that thing what you aspire. But don't lose your present thinking of something. Oh no, I just want to drive a four wheel. In that, if I don't enjoy my scooty, then I am losing that time which will never come back.
Yeah. Definitely. So, what does a classic workday look like for you? And what part of your job do you find the most challenging? And which parts are the most rewarding?
See, challenging is everything which is coming new. For example, managing, say, because IQVIA is a multinational, what do you call, multicultural organization. So, and plus I'm in Middle East. So in Dubai, you have 80 nationalities. I think they reside here. So that cultural difference is one of the challenges which I feel very difficult for everyone to understand. Because for me, for example, if I have to talk to an Indian, I have certain way of okay, but the same way I cannot speak with say Chinese, for example. So this one I feel a little bit challenging when it comes to the multicultural because we need to be really conscious about maybe something which doesn't affect or hurt an Indian might be very very hurtful for some other cultures. So this one I feel in multicultural environment I find it a little bit challenging overall work wise. I feel the work it is not challenging for me because I really enjoy working in spite of I'm working for almost 29 years now. But still my husband, everyone says, Kiran, you have so much of passion in whatever you're doing, like learning the smart sheets. He was like, I can't believe you're doing like a child. You just want to do this, see the output, and again do it. And you're so happy when you see the output. So this is something which, so for me, the challenge is mainly managing people, different cultures, but overall, no. And rewarding is when you do something and something comes out very well. For example, these trainings where they put me as a plug and play, when the output came so good, the CEO of the organization came and actually uploaded on the entire training process and the documentation which we are sharing. That is something really rewarding. And when you see, the most rewarding is when your family who never believed in you or who always stopped and they don't stop praising you. They always say, look at this girl, she will never give up. In some extent, I even stopped communicate telling my family about going to treks sometimes because they never liked it and they used to always say, why you have to do? So I used to always complete and then tell. So they are like, she will never tell. She will never stop this. So no point in telling her. And this is something which I feel it's rewarding. And when the kids also they talk about you and they say, Mama, we want to be strong like you. We have never seen a strong person like you. Then I know they are flattering me, but at least there is some truth in it,
There is 100%.
and
So
that is
on the
very.
yeah, um, so on the note of you climbing Europe's highest peak 10 days after a leg journey, that is something extremely inspirational. It requires a lot of resilience. So, how do you keep yourself like mentally strong enough to overcome this hurdle and not like push back your climb or postpone it to a later date?
Yeah. So again, if this is again thought that if for me it is in me, if I want to do something and if I am able to do, I don't think I'll stop myself from doing it. So this particular injury, actual the day it happened, I knew that I have done something big damage to my knee. But immediately I ran to the doctor. We did MRI, so everything. I started the treatment, and I kept on telling doctor, "We have only 2 weeks. Can I? Can I not go? Please, if there is anything we can do, please tell me. I'm ready to do any physio, rest, anything. If you so." I actually followed a good regime during these 2 weeks, followed constantly, followed a good clinical advice, proper medications, proper support to the knee. And because mentally, I want to tell myself, Kiran, I will give my 100% to ensure that I'll go. Unless clinically someone tells me this, you can't go, definitely I will not be because doctor will give you medically not fit. But till the time doctor is willing to give me medically fit on basis of my how I am progressing, I should be putting the effort. So this is what kept me going actual. So this is, I said I will not give up unless the doctor stops me. So I did not give up on anything. I kept on doing what he was suggesting me to do, be rest, be physio, be support, popping up medication, trying different medications, everything I did. So 100% I gave with the thought process that unless he says no, I'm going. And that really kept me going. And then I refrained myself from the negative discussion. So, sometimes if you fail or if you have some issues, you'll hear two people, oh, you shouldn't have done this. Oh, you should have done this. Oh, why you're doing this? If you're doing this, why you went to this doctor? Why? So I refrain myself from this multiple discussion. So I believe in one or two doctors. I will follow strictly their advice. I will not discuss with anyone else. And if, for example, during Elbrus trek, we were a group of 9 people. So I don't know any one of them. I usually go with the unknown groups. So I don't know anyone. So some of them, they were friends with each other. So they used to discuss with each other, first day, second day, oh, it's too tiring and I'm going back. So the moment one person says I'm going back, second person will be started, he starts thinking, no, if he's going, what I should do, I think I should also. So the discussion, the negative thoughts, they spread, and these 2 3 people, they went back on third day, then 2 3 people went back on fifth day. And on the summit day, Avni, out of 9, we could only 4 people could submit Elbrus, and I was the only girl who could submit the Elbrus, and the other girls were all strong athletes, but mentally they just gave up. So basically, the mental strength, staying away from the negative discussion, and telling to yourself again, don't take risk, but that doesn't mean you'll give up. At least try. As long as you tried and then you failed, it's fine. If I could not go or I could not submit, it's fine. At least I gave my 100%. But they returned back without giving 100% because they got into the negative discussion, negative this one. So I would say anyone wants to pursue anything, mentally be strong. There are many people or many discussions which will put you down. So please understand which discussions will put you down. Stay with positive people, stay with positive energy to elite or to elevate your energy levels, not to pull you down. So how you choose yourself, again, you can't choose, like as I told you, Elbrus, I went with a group of unknown people. So I did not choose them, but I chose not to be part of that discussion. I used to have fun with them. We used to play cards in the evening. We used to play those antaksharis and all that in the evening. But the moment they start discussion, oh, it's very difficult. I want to go back. I'm not liking. I used to just get up, start my chanting. I used to listen to Sundarkand or watch a movie which I downloaded all the Bollywood movie because I like Bollywood movies, and then that's how I kept myself going. And after this, I came back, and doctor said, if you want to continue normal life, you don't need a surgery. You just need a knee support. But if you want to do all this mountaineering and all those things, then definitely you need. I said, please do the surgery right now because I will not stop trekking. And then I underwent the surgery, and with the thought that next year I have to do Mira Peak. And the May was the window for us because we have Eid holidays 1 week and Mira Peak is 2 weeks expedition. So I didn't want to waste my holidays, annual leaves. So I wanted to combine this with the Eid holidays. And I said, we have 8 months, doctor. I need 8 months. Ensure that I go to Mira Peak. He says, doctor, no one can stop you. So the way you are doing it, you will definitely go. So I did extensive rehabilitation, extensive exercises, physiotherapies, walking. I followed a strict regime. And that's how then I was like very confident that I can do it. And three of us, we had gone for Mira Peak. It is much more difficult than Elbrus actual. It's 6,450 meters, 1,000 meters, almost 900 meters more than Elbrus. And it's in Himalayas, very, very rugged rugged terrain. And I could do it. So I feel really proud, and I feel the strong will in you that I can do it. That's the first step. And rest, everything will fall in place. And mentally, you need to be strong. Stay away from the negative thoughts, negative discussion. Learn to do some kind of chanting or maybe some kind of what do you call it? The uh, meditation that also
Yeah,
helps. Meditation really helps. Anything which helps you.
yeah.
Some music or maybe some religious chanting. Like I like Sundarkand. Sometimes for me, if I just don't want to think of anything, I'll just put a Bollywood movie and watch. That also gives me lots of relief. Nothing, no sense to that movie, but yes, it. So it again, everyone has to identify what gives them more, which helps them to calm down or gives them more strength. So this was the way I could finish actually.
So keeping like every struggle in mind, what would be your message, any one message that you'd have for young girls who are listening to this podcast?
Yes. One message: if you want to do something and if you can do it, do not postpone. Now is the right time. There is nothing called I'll do it when I'm 30, I'll do it when I'm 50. No, there's nothing called right time. If you want something and if you are able to do it now and put your 100%.
I
No,
agree.
no one can stop you.
I think genuinely a lot of girls would benefit from your entire story and all of the resilience and determination that you've shown.
Thank you so much, Amni. And really, it was
Thank
so pleasant.
you.
Nice talking to you. And I'm really, what do you call, impressed. Yeah. You're so young, but you speak so
Thank you.
well. Really,
Thank
very
you.
nice. And you are encouraging more people. You're bringing these kind of things for many people to even your podcast itself is inspiring. I'm one of
Thank
the
you.
drop in that, but I think the kind of things you're doing is really, really impressive, and I'm really happy to see you doing all this. And good luck for you also. You'll also
Thank
get
you.
into a college, and
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Kiran.
thank you so much, Amni. Take care. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.